Welcome to the 7th Annual Donald Driver Driven to Achieve Awards.
Good evening. I'm Stephanie Sutton at the historic Pfister Hotel here in downtown Milwaukee for the 7th Annual Donald Driver Driven to Achieve Awards. It's another sold-out gala for the Packers' all-time leading receiver. He's expecting almost 350 guests, and more than $200,000 will be donated to Wisconsin charities.
Northwestern Mutual was the presenting sponsor, and President John Schlifske was on hand to introduce the first award recipient of the evening.
Well, I'll start this off. You know, I cannot get this program started without the woman that keeps me humbled, inspired, and motivated. So, Bettina Driver, come on out.
Hello, hello. You guys look wonderful out there. Thanks for being here.
But before we get started, I have to show you a couple of my good friends. They wanted to say hello.
Hey everyone, I hope everyone's having a great evening. Anthony Anderson here, and unfortunately, I'm unable to make it to this year's Driven to Achieve Awards ceremony because I am wrapping up our 8th and final season of Blackish. But I'm here just to talk about what the awards means to me. It means a great deal for what it means for the community and those who are making change in the community. You know, Donald Driver and his foundation have donated to my foundation, and I've done the same for his, because we believe in what each other is doing for the communities in which we come from. And I will see you there next year. All the best, everyone.
Hey everybody, it's Gavin. Forgive me for the selfie angle and the selfie video. Sorry I couldn't be there this year, but you all know that I'm a big believer in Driven to Achieve. Just want to send my love to Donald and the rest of the Driver family, and thank you guys all for participating again this year and doing God's work. We'll see you next time. God bless.
Northwestern Mutual was the presenting sponsor, and President John Schlifske was on hand to introduce the first award recipient of the evening.
Well, welcome everyone, and I would just say on behalf of Kim and myself, we are so pleased to be here in person, and it's great to see this room filled with so many people supporting this unbelievable event. So the Northwestern Mutual Leadership Award is something that we're very proud of because it reflects all the people in this community that give so much back to our city and our community, and especially those who aren't as fortunate as we are. So with that, I'd like to run a video real quickly, please.
I am Amy Kiankio, President and CEO of Big Brothers Big Sisters of Metro Milwaukee, and I am thrilled to be the recipient of the Donald Driver Driven to Achieve Award. Big Brothers Big Sisters of Metro Milwaukee provides one-to-one professionally supported mentoring for children facing adversity in Milwaukee and Waukesha County. And we have done that for the last 46 years. These children are typically coming from single-parent households, oftentimes living in low-income houses, and we do have a pretty high percentage of our kids who have an incarcerated parent. He identified himself as Donald Driver, and I was like, this cannot be Donald Driver. And the more I listened, the more I knew it was Donald Driver. And I swear to God, I could see the smile through the telephone. I took 6 African-American boys on our waiting list to one of Donald Driver's news conferences when he released one of his quickie books. He came immediately over to the boys that we brought, and he looked at them, shook each one of their hands and said, you know, what do you want to do when you're growing up? And each one of them said they wanted to be an NFL player. And he looked at each one of them and said, I have a suggestion for you. Get through school. Pay attention to your education. You are one injury away from not being able to be a successful NFL player.
I am so pleased to present the Northwestern Mutual Leadership Award to Amy Kiankio. Let's give her a huge round of applause.
More Driven to Achieve Award recipients still to come when we come back. Stay tuned.
The 7th Annual Donald Driver Driven to Achieve Awards are presented by Northwestern Mutual with support from Molson Coors and Jockey Being Family.
Welcome back. I got a chance to sit down with Donald before the event to talk about why he wanted to start the Driven to Achieve Awards.
14 years of my career, I was always in the spotlight. It was always front and center. And as I got into this retirement mode, I started thinking, why not just start putting the light on other people? appreciate people for what they do, not what you do. And that's why I started. And now, to see the smiles that go on people's face every single day, it makes you appreciate life so much more. You have to appreciate what you do. And I think me and Tina will appreciate the opportunity that we've given people.
Our next award is the Perseverance Award, and it will be presented by our previous winner, Coach Rob Mendez.
I'm always a supporter of people that are selfless and doing good things in their community. I've always visioned something I want to do like this, but I'm very fortunate and happy to be a part of Donald's Foundation, and I'm here to present the Perseverance Award in 2021.
You know, the Donald Driver Perseverance Award is all about a person that never gives up. When people tell you that you can't accomplish the things in life, you keep fighting, you keep striving.
I don't really like that word disability, and I feel like everyone has some kind of ability and a disability, so what I like to call it is a different ability, and Patrick's definitely using his different abilities.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Patrick Henry Hughes.
It's really a thrill and an honor to be here and to be receiving this award because I was born with a couple of conditions: bilateral anophthalmia, meaning without eyes, also with a syndrome called pterygius syndrome, which prevents me from being able to completely straighten my arms and legs, and thus I use a wheelchair for mobility. But I've never let those get in the way because, along with my great family, they taught me to never give up and to try things more than once, and gave me the strength and the courage to believe that as long as you set your mind to achieve a goal, you can do it.
That's why Patrick deserves this award, because he's never gave up. He never looked at his disability as an issue. He looked at it as an opportunity to show people that I can do anything I want to do, but I have to believe in that. Patrick is amazing, and so Patrick tonight decided that he would play for us. So Pat, you got it, baby.
Thank you very much. How is everyone tonight? I have often dreamed of a far-off place where a hero's welcome will be waiting for me, where the crowds will cheer when they see my face, and a voice keeps saying, "This is where I'm meant to be. I'll be there someday. I can go the distance. I will find my way. If I can be strong, I know every mile will be worth the while. When I go the distance, I'll be right where I belong."
There are more Driven to Achieve Award recipients still to come, and when we come back, we'll check out some of the highlights from the auction. Stay tuned. Welcome back to Donald Driver's Driven to Achieve Awards. Prior to the show, I got a chance to sit down with Donald and talk to him about Albert and Shirley Schmidt, one of the evening's award recipients.
Albert and Shirley's been around the Donald Driver Foundation now almost 16 plus years. They have always supported me. Sherry, Albert, anything I've ever needed, Sherry and Albert has always been there for me. I've always been able to pick up a phone and say, "Hey, I'm doing this charitable event," and they've always said, "We're there." They haven't missed the event I've ever put on, from galas to golf to softball. They've always been there for you. And so when you think about a person that deserves the Driven to Achieve Awards, Albert and Shirley is just, there's no question.
I'm Connie Click, and I'm the Director of Child Advocacy and Protection Services for Children's Hospital of Wisconsin. Thanks to Albert and Shirley's generous donations, children that receive services at our Fox Valley Child Advocacy Center receive clothing, toys, and other gifts that help comfort them in a very stressful time in their lives.
They are unlike any other people I've ever met. They just give so freely, and they give from their hearts. When I think about connections between Donald Driver and Albert and Shirley Schmidt, I think some of the things that come to mind for me are just how much they love their communities and how much they're dedicated to the communities and giving back in many different ways.
Their generosity is amazing, is really the best way I can say it.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Shirley and Albert Schmidt.
A big part of the fundraising for the evening is the live auction, and this year, as in years past, the auction items did not disappoint. From Milwaukee Bucks courtside seats, Jimmy Allen VIP package, and of course the crowd favorite, throwing a pass to Donald Driver on stage, receiving a signed helmet, and getting a selfie with Donald.
Our next Driven to Achieve Award winner is truly a champion for children in foster care who cannot return to their birth families.
I'm Deborah Waller. I'm the founder of Jockey Being Family, and I am very honored to be receiving the Donald Driver Driven to Achieve Award. Jockey Being Family has been around for 15 years this year. It's a foundation that helps families that go through the adoption process stay together. We guide them on where to go to get extra help, because sometimes families do fall apart after the adoption process, and we don't want that to happen.
It's great that Deb has, started Jockey Being Family and given these kids their own identity. She's really touched my heart. I find her to be a very special person, just because of all the things that she's done for the families and for our family.
When a child goes into the foster care system and into a home, they take nothing with them. So we thought doing a backpack after the adoption process would happen, it would be a great symbol for that child and families. And we don't care how old an adoptee is, everybody gets a blanket and a teddy bear.
Okay, so Deborah wasn't able to join us, and we've already delivered her award to Jockey President Mark Fadike. So thank you, Mark, for accepting it.
The 7th Annual Donald Driver Driven to Achieve Awards are presented by Northwestern Mutual with support from Molson Coors and Jockey Being Family.
Welcome back. Let's hear about our next Driven to Achieve Award winner, Cecilia Gore.
There's things that she is willing to always step up to the table, step up to the plate. And you think about it, she's going to always hit a home run. She's going to always give her heart and soul to what she does. And so the things that I've seen her do in this community through the Brewers Foundation has been amazing. She continues to touch people's lives, give people hope that there's an opportunity there.
We're the charitable arm of Milwaukee Brewers Baseball Club. We raise money and we give it away to support about 200 nonprofits annually.
Cecilia Gore has been overseeing Brewers Community Foundation for over a decade. I remember when we interviewed her that she brought energy and passion, strategic insights into how we could grow our foundation. She really is a tireless advocate for our community.
We want to make sure that we are engaged, knowledgeable, that we're supporting nonprofits that are focused on health, education, recreation, and basic needs. Our goal is to make sure that Milwaukee Brewers Baseball Club is a part of the fabric of this community.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Cecilia Gore.
Donald Driver and Goodwill have had a long-standing relationship. Angela Adams, Chief Communications and Diversity Officer, came to the stage to talk about a new initiative.
Our Boys and Men of Color initiative is new. We are building community from the inside out, and we're focusing on the men at Goodwill, that we can wrap a community of support, a network of support around, and make sure that they are advancing in their careers and in their lives. So I'm proud to introduce you tonight to some of the men who participated in our first cohort of the Men of Color program. Would you all please stand and be recognized?
Angela, thank you so much. Thank you to me being the face of Goodwill. When they found me when I was just this little skinny kid as a 7th-round draft pick, they found hope in me. And I'm so glad that they allowed me to be a part of their family. Now it's time for me to continue the love and support I have for them. We're going to donate $40,000 to you.
Next on stage, Donald welcomed 3 Driven to Achieve Award legends.
Let me start off by saying thank you all so much for all that you have done in the community. How has the Driven to Achieve impacted the mission that you do every single day?
Well, the mission that we do every single day is take care of kids. And the award is for Rainbow Day Camp, which is a partnership between the JCC and Children's Wisconsin, where kids with cancer, blood diseases, burns, heart disease, get to go out to the camp that Lenny Cass runs, and they get to be kids for a day. And so thank you.
All right, Corrine.
I would just say that what inspires me is giving back. You know, there's a lot of studies that show that when you volunteer and then when you're giving to other people, that it brings more back to the giver than it sometimes does to the person who's receiving. And I know you know, because we've talked about this, how much you give back and how much you get back by what you do in this community, Donald. So thank you for everything that you do. That's right. That's right.
Thank you, love. Thank you. Michelle, you have been 25 years as the CEO of Journey House. What inspires you to keep doing what you're doing?
Our people, our community. Journey House is located on Milwaukee's near south side, and our zip code has the most youth in the entire state of Wisconsin. And we have amazing youth, and they inspire me every single day. And you inspire me every day.
Thank you. You know, what I wanted to do is I wanted to bring each one of them up just to let you know what we have done, but what they have done in my life. Without you, we wouldn't be here tonight. And so I love you guys. Thank you so much. And I know that it's just the beginning.
Don't miss the conclusion of the 7th Annual Driven to Achieve Awards. We'll be right back. Welcome back.
Here we go, y'all. This is how we do.
Donald's good friend Montel Jordan was the entertainment for the evening and helped the crowd get on their feet to close out the event.
So I reach for the old school when I turn it up. A designated driver take the keys to my truck. Hit the song and they played it. The honeys in the streets say money, oh we made it. It feels so good in my hood tonight. The summertime skirts and the guys they canine on the gangbangers forgot about the drive-by. You gotta get your groove on before you go get paid. So tip up your cup and throw your hands up and let me hear the party say, I'm tired of buzzing, it's all because...
You know, I've always said I wanted to be ingrained in the state of Wisconsin. From day one, from the day the Packers drafted me in 1999, I never wanted to go anywhere. Stephanie, I had opportunities to go to other teams after I retired. But I promised to the fans that in the community that I would only wear the green and gold. And I'm okay with that. I made the choice to walk away and enjoy my life. But what I do now is so much better than playing the game of football. Dancing with the Stars, all those things, New York Times bestselling author. You know, if I had to pick one, I would have to say what I do now in the community is so much better than doing all those other things. Those are great accolades. I would never take them for granted because that's what got me to be able to do what I do now. You know, one of my favorite quotes that I always talk about is, all it takes is one person to stand and make a difference, and others will follow. And that's what I'm singing. That seems like that's what I'm doing every single day.
What an amazing night for the Donald Driver Foundation and the 7th Annual Donald Driver Driven to Achieve Awards.
We celebrated 4 inspirational winners and raised over $200,000 for local charities, which brings our total raise to $1.6 million over the past 7 years.
On behalf of the Donald Driver Foundation, thank you for joining us, and we will see you back here next year.
Thank you for watching the 7th Annual Donald Driver Driven to Achieve Awards, presented by Northwestern Mutual. If you know of a community hero you'd like to nominate, or if you'd like to attend this unforgettable evening, go to DonaldDriverFoundation.com.